What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nicola Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Today, this is going to be a little bit different and something that may be a little ill-timed since the beta for PlayStation 4 is ending today. But for those of you guys that are still grinding it out and are watching this at the current date in which it goes live, then it can help you out for the rest of the night. And for you guys on Xbox and PC, whenever the time comes for the beta here in a couple days, it's definitely going to be relevant to you here today. But what we're going to be talking about is, I think, perhaps one of the most underrated weapons in the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta. Yes, it did get some attention. That's very powerful, but here's the thing. This class setup we're going to be talking about today in this first Black Ops 3 best class setup here up on the channel, this one is going to absolutely melt faces. So, firstly, I think this weapon is a little bit underrated from what I've seen. A lot of people prefer other weapons, but I think that's mainly for the fact that it's a single-shot weapon. It's a semi-auto, and you have to hit the trigger every time you want a shot to come out, as where the Razorback and other weapons like the Man of War, you can just hold down the trigger and get some awesome firepower out of that. Those guns are great, but I think this one is a hidden gem. So this class setup is going to mainly focus on gun skill here. You're really going to only be using the gun with this class setup. There's no secondary or any lethals like that. This is going to be mainly all gun skill and how you can rely on this. But for that, it's stacked the weapon so heavily that it's at the very most, and this is very rare, that it's a 3-shot kill, but majority of the time it is a 2-shot kill at any range and a 1-shot headshot at any range. So this thing is definitely a massive powerhouse and something that I think we should just get right into. So on the Sheiva, what I run firstly is a red dot sight, or a reflex sight as it's called in this game here. As you guys know, I'm a fan of the precise, accurate shot here with that, and the reflex sight definitely helps you find that little center point a little bit easier. It's a lot easier to aim up shots. Next, we have a grip on it, which lowers the recoil, which this thing does have some kick at some points. It is very easy to control, but the grip just helps out tremendously, almost makes it non-existent for the recoil. Quick draw is something that I like to have because I like to play a little more run and gun. This class setup could, I guess, work if you're a little bit more slower of a play style in which you hang back for like an anchored position or something like that in hardpoint, but quick draw I keep on it so I can get that weapon up very quickly if somebody comes out of nowhere. I can just insta-headshot them or put 2 quick shots into their chest and they're down. Next, we have the high caliber attachment, which this thing is honestly one of the greatest attachments ever to come into Call of Duty, I think. We're probably going to be doing a video on this at some point in time later on down the road, but this thing increases the headshot damage that is given with each weapon that it's on. Now that in itself is insane because this weapon already has a massive headshot multiplier. I didn't have the actual damage properties around it, but I'd say it takes about 90% of your health away if you get a headshot with the stock weapon here. But with high caliber, it is guaranteed at any single range across the map to be a 1-shot headshot. Now, whether or not this gets nerfed after the beta, so if you're watching this at a later point in time, it may not be the same exact thing, but this thing is a definite must on this class setup. If there's anything that you want to have on this, it's definitely high caliber. Now, the last thing we're running on this weapon is FMJ. That one is not needed per se, but it's definitely, I think, in my opinion, justifiable to have on the class. I do often have times where I'll be shooting at somebody and they will walk around the wall, and it's a thin wall, but you can still shoot through it, and because the aim assist lingers there for a few milliseconds, you're still able to get that accurate shot on them. So it definitely helps a lot in that regard, but that's going to wrap up the weapon attachments here. What else I have on this class really isn't too much. All I have is Afterburner so that you can get around a little bit quicker here. It recharges your battery so that you can thrust jump and all that kind of stuff a little quicker than you could whenever it was refilling without it. And then I have Tac Mask because in the beta, at least, maybe not later on down the road whenever the game fully launches, stun grenades were extremely OP. You had absolutely no chance against them if they were thrown at you. You got blinded, you couldn't move, you were pretty much just out in the open for a good 5 seconds probably. So Tac Mask definitely helps in reducing that. You don't get stunned and blinded by that. You can get out of any situations where that happens. And then obviously, 2 primary gunfighter wildcards are needed to have 5 attachments. So that's really gonna wrap up this class setup here, my friends. The first Black Ops 3 class setup on my channel. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of these to you guys here over the course of the Xbox One and PC beta here, as well as whenever the game launches in November. We're gonna be doing a ton of these, so hopefully this can help you out a little bit. And if you guys are on PlayStation 4 right now, I highly encourage you to give this a chance. And if not, you're waiting for the Xbox One and PC version, definitely give it a chance whenever that comes out. You'll see just exactly what I'm talking about. This thing is a powerhouse. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me just think down there in the comment section down below. If you did give it a try, leave me your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on the class. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like the video, be sure to like, rating down below. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace. If you object, that always great. greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of quality Black Ops 3 content, any new news and information. You guys know exactly to find it right in my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.